They told us if we try to escape, they'll chop our heads off. That's what a 15-year-old boy named Mohammed, a Kurdish boy who was taken hostage in Syria by ISIS militants, that's the threat that he says that he and more than 140 other Kurdish ninth graders, the threat that they all faced from ISIS militants after they were taken hostage in northern Syria late last month. CNN has been provided with some photos of the hostage school children, many of whom are still held in custody, photos taken by a Kurdish activist and shared with CNN. Basically what happened is that more than 140 of these schoolboys were traveling from the Kurdish enclave near the border with Turkey of Ain al-Arab. They traveled by bus to the town of منبج, which is controlled by ISIS fighters, through another town called Al-Bab, and then to a Syrian government-controlled part of the northern city of Aleppo. They were going there to take school exams so they could advance from ninth grade and then to high school. It was on the return trip that the boys were collectively taken hostage by ISIS militants in the town of منبج, who are holding most of those boys to this very day, nearly a month later. The boy Mohammed succeeded in making a daring escape after other schoolboys basically organized a diversion and distraction. He ran out a back door, jumped over a fence, and then made a harrowing journey to the border town of Jarablus and then back to his hometown of Ain al-Arab, which is only about 25 minutes drive away from where all these schoolboys have been held hostage for all of these weeks. Mohammed described to us basically what sounds like an attempt at brainwashing the children, that they're woken up before dawn and subjected to hours of radical Islamic theologic teachings, and then at night fighters come in and show them violent videos and try to convince them to embrace violent jihad. The father of a 14-year-old boy who's still being held hostage, he's telling us that he's worried that ISIS militants who succeeded in mounting this offensive across the border into Iraq have captured heavy weaponry there that he's afraid could be used against Kurdish families in this enclave of Ain al-Arab. And residents there also telling us that the streets are strangely devoid of the sound of children's voices because so many kids from that community have been held hostage, and the children that are still there and free are simply too depressed to play in the streets anymore. Ivan Watson, CNN, Istanbul.